Hey guys, this is RLC321. I'm back again with another Star Trek Voyager model kit build. And this time, we're going to do as I promised. We are going to talk about gloss. Because we need to put a gloss coat on this. Now there's plenty of different glosses you can use. Model maker glosses like Tamiya, Vallejo, you know, things like that. The spray can glosses or anything like that. But they're actually, you find, are actually quite expensive. And I cannot afford to spend like £6 or £7 on a bottle of gloss that's going to be about that size. You know, that's just, I just can't do it. So I'm going to show you what I use. Pledge multi-surface wax. This is what I use. This is pretty much the same sort of stuff that's in the Pledge Future Shine and things like that. It's just it's just a floor polish, but it's a gloss surface. And this is what I use. Now it is. Don't know if you can see. I'm going to pour a little bit out in the cap here. Here we go. As you can see, it's a slightly milky colour, but it dries clear. Okay, and it dries rock hard at the same time. Now I need to wipe that cap as well, because I don't want it going hard and then I can't get it off. So this is what I use, and I just wanted to do a very quick and show you how I use it. Now I'm not using it from here because I've already got some that I have prepared ready and waiting for me, which is just in here. As you can see, it's nice and clear. Now what I paid for that, I paid £7 for that, and I've hardly used any of it, and I've done a few models with it in the past. What's also good about this one, it smells really nice. But you still need to use your extractor fan and a mask, because you really do not want to breathe this stuff in. You really don't. So this is what I'm going to use. You don't have to thin it down or anything. Just put it straight in your airbrush, and there you, Bob's your uncle. You're away. You're away. So this is what we're going to be using. Now before we do that, what we need to do, before we put any kind of gloss on, is get our model kit and just wipe it down, make sure there's no dust or anything. Oh, and that's something I wanted to talk about. I kind of made a boo-boo, and it's a big ass boo-boo. For some reason the mask hole has bonded with the hot glue inside the windows, and I can't get it out. Yeah, that's a problem. I can't get the mask hole out. So some of the windows are gonna have to stay where it is. Others, I mean, like these bigger windows here, they're fine. I've managed to take them off, and this is what I've done with the front. As you can see, it doesn't look too bad at all. Not bad. But yeah, so you want to wipe off any dust that's probably accumulated on the model. Now then, where'd I put that? Oh, there you are. So it's going to get a bit loud, because obviously I'm going to have my compressor going, which again I forgot to switch on. But I'm also needing to have my extractor fan going. So as I say, it is going to be quite loud, and I just have to remember to keep my mouth close to the microphone so you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to lift the camera up a little bit, and I'm going to move my microphone up so it's not in the way. Wire's in the way though, so let's do that there. No, there we go. That'll do. Right, so we have got our model kit which I'm going to have to place just about here ish, if I can. There we go. We've got our airbrush. Now when you're using this stuff, you have to make sure that you fully clean your airbrush afterwards, because if you leave it in there, that's it, it's gone. And you just clean it with water. That's all you need to do. Just clean it with water and it'll be fine. So we've got our thingy going. Yes. Now I'm going to turn the air pressure down to about 15 psi. Which is more than ample for this. Okay. And then I'll show you how I use it. So we're going to pour some in there. And it's actually relatively easy. You just spray it on. Always do a thin coat first. Going all over the model. Some parts you probably won't get to see because of how I'm angled. Okay, and then we do about 2 or 3 coats of this. First coat is your key coat that keys it on to the kit. Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. And I'm out already. Okay, so I need a bit more. These paints are getting in my way. I mean, you can see it's already starting to get a nice shiny finish already, but we're not finished yet. No, we need at least 3 or 4 coats of this, and I've got to do the whole model. And each progressive coat you want to go ever so slightly heavy, but not too heavy that it starts dripping. If it starts dripping, then you've lost the battle. I'm doing just one kind of area at the minute, just like the top area at the moment, because I'm going to be going in at different angles soon. That is going pretty quick. Okay. Let that dry for a little bit. Some air on here just to help it dry. So I'm going to let this coat dry and I will be back when it's done. Right, okay, I'm now on to my fifth coat of this, guys, so I'm bringing you back. And you can probably tell it's starting to get nice and glossy now. I probably might need to do another 2 coats after this, but it's definitely getting there. And as you can see, I'm holding the airbrush about 6 inches away from the kit itself, and just applying an even layer all over it. And I say you try not to let it fall up if you can. I've got it pulled up in a couple of places, but that's fine. Because this should, in theory, level out. Now, I haven't even done the underneath yet. I'm going to be doing that soon. Just giving the whole thing a nice, decent layer of gloss of the future floor polish. That's what I'm out in a minute. There we go. So again, you really must let it not fully dry. You don't want to let it fully dry. Just let it dry slightly. Almost to the point where it's almost tacky, and then you apply another coat. Obviously you don't want to touch it to see if it's tacky or not, because that will kind of like defeat the object and you'll have your fingerprint in there. So I would say give it about a minute and a half between each coat before you do it. So I'm going to bring you back when I've finally finished and show you how the effect is. Okay, I'm bringing you back. I've now done about 6 to 7 coats pretty much all over the model, and as you can see, she is suitably shiny. Now I still need to wait till it's fully dry, which will probably take about 2 to 3 hours, but I wanted to discuss first of all why we're doing this. Now, there's a few reasons as to why we're doing this. First reason, it's going to protect your paint. Okay, it's going to protect your lovely paintwork, because you don't want to get it scratched or anything like that. Secondly, we need a nice gloss coat over the top of the model so we can put our decals on, because that will help the decals slide and put into place. Right? That's the other reason. Once we finish putting the decals on, we're going to put another layer of the future floor polish on to give it another nice gloss coat over there to protect the decals. Also, if you want to do any kinds of things like not weathering, what's it called, like adding panel lines or anything, which I'm going to do before I do the decals. I'm going to put a few panel lines in, not black but a fairly dark grey in the panel lines, just to give it a bit more depth and detail, so it just doesn't look all flat. So I'm going to do a few panel lines, because that will also help the fluid to flow through the panel lines as well. Okay, what else is there? Yeah, so they're the two main reasons why. And then once we finish all the decals and put the final gloss coat on and let that dry, we can then spray it with a nice satin or a matte, depends on what your preference is. I prefer satin. I like that satin look. Of another coat over the top of that to help seal everything in, and we can call this model kit done. So anyway, on that note, that's how I use the Pledge furniture polish to add a gloss finish to my model kit, so I can put the decals and everything on. So anyway guys, on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye now.